right, it's Hot 97, TT Torrez.
And Bobby Chen shaking the block on a Friday, baby. You already know.
So, pardon me, Casanova. Let me just tell you that I haven't slept all week because it's Grammys in New York. And I don't think I've been to bed this week before 4 o'clock in the morning. So last night I came in at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was in this building at 8:15. So I got
And
no
TT be in
sleep.
the back with her stylist, her hairdresser. Everybody's back there getting her ready for every event that she's doing all week. So, you know.
Yeah, so I've
while
been
she's
this
answering
busy.
the phone, trying to figure out what we doing up here. You know, she the boss in the back also. So, you know.
It's been crazy. I literally was like on 2 conference calls, like on my cell and on my office phone, like mute. But, you know, it is what it is. So I'm glad that you kept your promise and you came up here.
Yeah.
I just got off the plane.
I know. I was just about to say that. I know you're tired too because you were in Miami turning up.
All the way up.
You had some nice strip club experiences down there.
G5 was cool. I went out there.
You was being careful?
Yeah.
What type of camp are we talking about
I'm just
here?
saying, you know.
I'm never careful. I'm always dangerous.
Yeah.
Punch you in your face, knock your teeth out.
You sound like a super villain.
Now you had a good time? Well, good. Well, I'm so excited to have you on the show because there's like a lot of stuff I want to talk to you about that I've been hearing in the streets. And, you know, I just wanted to have like a conversation. You and I talked a little bit about it last week when you called into the radio station. And the record that you have out now, what's the official name of the record?
Set tripping.
Set Tripping, right?
Yeah.
Because I always just say, you know,
Knock your teeth out.
knock your teeth out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's my own, you know, the Casanova record. Punch you in your face, knock your teeth out.
Yeah.
But I heard that record was inspired by out of aggravation. Like you was frustrated. And instead of you going and putting your hands on someone and you went and you put the music, you put your frustration, in the music. And I think that's very big of you. You know what I'm saying? Because some people or some artists feel like they have to prove a point beyond just the music, you know? And I'm sure there was a point in your life where you would have done that, but to see growth and you actually took it into the booth and came out with a hit record goes to show your strength, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I've been in jail a lot in my life, and this gives you another way to express yourself. You know how some people can't argue, so if you're arguing with them, they might swing on you.
Yeah.
This is like the other route, like plan A and plan B. B is go to the booth. A is retaliate or do something that might have me in jail for a long time. You know, I got felonies, so any little thing I get in trouble for, I'm going away for a long time. So I just try to...
You're doing it the smart way.
Yeah, he's avoiding it.
I saw on Instagram the other day that you said you called yourself pussy. You know what I'm saying? Well, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. But you was definitely sending a message out there.
Yeah, because I was trying to... And for the record, people think there's a lot of pussy people in jail for murder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For bad crimes that they had to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, I just put myself in a pussy category because I'm not doing the things that I used to do.
But y'all know we can't say that P word on the radio, by the way. By the way, the P word.
Yeah, the P word. I call myself the P word because it's like I'm not going to do what I used to do. You know, the old me, I was gun-ho, I was violent, I was robbing everybody, I was robbing stores. I'll pass out right now if I had to rob a store. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being true to myself.
Well, you don't sound like you the P word, man. You don't.
But I understand what he's saying. It's like it's like at some point in your life you wanna grow and elevate yourself. And if you keep going back and doing the same things and your mentality doesn't change, then your situation is gonna continue to be the same.
But I respect what you said because you're really sending a message out there to the youth as well. You know what I'm saying? When you say something like that, so I really appreciate that you did that because there's a lot of kids out here that got it confused.
Yeah, everybody got it confused because nobody tells you the fine print. The fine print is gangster, gang member, jail, dad, losing everything you love.
It's bad.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the end of the story. It's
and hurting everyone you love.
You know what I'm saying? And in the process, especially when you gang banging, like really gang banging, you don't care who you hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way of life.
Yeah.
Some people way of life is deeper than other people's way of life. Like me, when I was robbing, I had a kid on the way. I didn't care. I'm like, this is what I do. You know what I was doing.
You didn't care about the people you hurt.
You didn't care until reality hits you and you in that cell and it's no one there but you. You're not getting email. You're not getting any visits. And then you like,
how much time did you do overall?
I did 7 years and like 6 months, but I've been going to jail all my life.
So in and out consistently for 7.5 years.
Yeah. It's like no, straight. I did that straight.
Wow.
So before that, I did like probably when I was like 15, I did like 5 months. Then 16, I did 1 to 3, and I came home probably like in 16 months, and then 19, that's when I did the
7-year bid.
Yeah, but even 17, 18, it was like a 2-month go in, beat the case, think I was invincible, come out, yo, it's lit. It was fun, it was back, it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the thing to do, go to jail and come home and tell everybody what you did in jail, who was in there, wasn't doing good.
Yeah.
Like, yo, he was in jail, he was soft. Look at him now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I didn't realize you did 7 years straight. That's like Remy time, you know?
To make it worse, I did like 3 years in the hole. So that's definitely, a lot of people go to jail and lose their mind, but in the hole, you definitely lose your mind.
3 years.
Well, how did you? This is so crazy because for someone to spend 3 years in the hole, like you,
picture me in 3 years in this room.
Exactly, and you can't leave. You can't leave.
This big room. This is a blessing.
That's crazy.
And their cell is so small, and only time you can get out is 1 hour. Is it 1 hour a day?
1 hour rent, but you don't get out. You go
to like another hall. Yeah, like another box.
Yeah. So
right.
You go to another box.
But I say that to say, imagine you doing 3 years in a hole. And you come out of prison and you have such a colorful personality like you have. That's one thing that, took me a while to warm up to you. Like, I met you a few times.
Man,
I was like,
he's energy, man.
I was like, man, he's a little too much for me. That's how I carried it. Like, I don't know, keep him away from me. He's a little too colorful.
I have to learn.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I used to want to be so tough. I was one of those dudes that you'll see walking in the street, like we look at now, like, fam, cheer up.
Yeah.
Today's a good day.
But you're such a happy, colorful person, and I wouldn't have, unless you told me that, I wouldn't have never known that you spent 3 years in the box.
And I think maybe it's because of that, because now, like, I just want to express myself. I just want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm so blessed. And like I said, I always say that I stole somebody's dream because this wasn't my dream. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be famous for robbing everything or famous for shooting my gun or however, you know what I'm saying, hustling. This wasn't my goal. Even a couple of years ago, I was still on the streets, you know what I'm saying, doing what I do. And I'm happy. You gotta be happy.
Yeah. To make it out. Yeah.
And be here standing, you know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about that. You said you stole somebody's dream. Now, I first heard of you through Bleak. Bleak came to my office, and we had a conversation, and I met you a few other times. I think you came through my nephew's birthday party on a whim, and I was like, I didn't even know you. I was like, well, damn, he's even colorful at a teenage party. But how did that connection happen? How did that connection happen for you to start rapping and get to Bleak? And how did that even happen?
It was, like I said, I was around rappers before initially rapping, and I'll go to the studio, and I'll be like, I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty simple.
Amazing. This is how you do it. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And then I tried it. It was cool. Then I did a freestyle. People liked it. Then I did Don't Run, and the crazy thing is, I always
that Don't Run record was so hard uptown in the clubs. I remember I was doing parties hosting parties up there, and Flex would drop that joint, and the crowd would go crazy. He was like, "That's Casanova, this kid from Brooklyn." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, but again, I didn't even know what was a 16 or nothing. I went in the studio. I didn't have a beat, nothing. The engineer was like, "You don't got beats?" I'm like, "Nah, my man supposed to be coming with me." You know, I just booked the studio time. So he was like, "Word, I got a beat for you." So I just remember being around rappers that they'd be like, "Listen, don't rap on nobody beat. If you don't own it, they'll act crazy." So I'm like, "Yo, can I buy the beat?" I heard it was hard. I'm like, and then I just made up Don't Run, and I didn't even know it was gonna be lit how it was. But I started letting people play it. Like, a girl get in my car or something, I just put it on. Like, who this? That's me.
They're like, no way.
That's crazy.
At the time or nothing. And
it's still moving. I still play it uptown. And it's still moving.
It was moving uptown heavy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Casanova's here, everybody. It's Grammy weekend, and we're just talking about hip hop right now and his come up from the streets, of course, to where he's at now. So you put the Run record out, you figured out how to rap, and then what happened after that?
And after that, Bleak brought me up to.
Did you always know him, or he just heard the record?
He was in the studio through Tax.
Okay.
Through Tax. I met Bleak through Tax, and we was in the studio in Jersey, and I had one song. There was no other songs. It was no, I didn't have a stash.
That's crazy.
But Bleak was like, "Yo, this guy energy is so crazy." And Bleak ain't know I ain't know how to rap. He thought I was lit. I ain't tell him. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to get you a situation or something."
Rock Nation.
Rock Nation. So he went up there, and Ho just gave him a whole situation.
Wow.
So that was dope. I had a three single deal with them, and I was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be labeled a rapper.
Yeah.
I know I cheated. I'm like, it was a miracle to me. And from there, I just put in work. I went on tour with Chris Brown. That was.
I remember that tour. I think it was you. Was it Uncle Murder on that?
Me, Fabulous.
And somebody, OT Genesis.
I remember when you were on Instagram with Chris Brown in the studio.
Yeah.
And I seen like multiple people from Brooklyn that I know that were reposting because everybody was just so proud to see you in the studio.
But I wasn't surprised when you and Chris Brown linked up, because I could see that. You know what I'm saying? I could see that.
Chris
is like, I know Chris since he was like 14, 15 years old. He liked that type of energy.
He paid attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to sleep. I'm out. Turned up.
All right, so I gotta get to the uncomfortable questions. Set tripping. This is what the streets is telling me, and I really don't like to really listen to the streets too much. But I heard that you and the kid 6ix9ine have real issues with each other.
I don't have an issue with 6ix9ine. He's a little kid. Like, picture me telling somebody I got beef with 6ix9ine. It's a little kid. I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? He'll learn what I know probably like never. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is what I heard, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. I just want to clear the air up that you were at somewhere and his camp kind of ran up on you, and you didn't retaliate. You went into the booth because you wanted to take the energy out in the booth.
No, what happened was, I say, maybe the same thing you saw, whatever. And it wasn't about retaliating or whatever the case may be. That kind of put me back where I needed to be. I was too
happy.
So it put me.
And you weren't paying attention to your surroundings.
Yeah, I don't want to say surroundings. Everybody know I just go out with my girl. You know what I'm saying? And I shy away from, I was on parole, and I'm still on parole. I got like 67 days. I shy away from all the negative activity because parole don't play. They can just lock you up for a whole year.
It's different than parole, and that's what I try to tell people. Parole and probation, you talking two different type of.
You know what I'm saying?
Two type.
The person that probably can relate to me is Remy.
Yeah.
The headaches of even being a rapper on parole. They could deny you to go anywhere. No, you can't go to this party.
Yeah.
How about that? You can't pay your bills.
I mean,
we don't care about
we don't care. And then you think about the international money that when you're on parole, you can't even get to. Like, It's like your hands are tied. You want to go tour in Dubai. You want to go to Japan. You want to go here. You can't go.
I feel like I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm super blessed because I get off parole in like 2 more months. And the record, everybody love it. The whole Building Rock Nation.
Nah, it's a 2018 Annie Up, and you need to put Remy on that record and stop playing. I called him. I was like, yo,
I heard it.
This is a 2018 Annie Up.
Remy got some
There's nobody, no female in the game that can lay that. That's gonna lay that verse the way she gonna lay that verse. She gonna violate it. She gonna violate it. It's nobody.
I heard it. I heard the verse already.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she was talking dirty.
Yeah.
She was like, Cass, look what I did.
Wow.
Yeah, she was talking dirty.
Wow, yeah. You can't play with it. You can't play with it. You can't play with that type of song.
Not with that, no.
So when that situation happened, you realized that you was moving in the streets too happy.
Yeah, I think it was just everybody. I was trying to be something I wasn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm friendly, I'm a cool guy, but I'm a gorilla. You know, everybody know me for the pain I put in, and
you don't have a point to prove at this point.
I didn't have a point to prove. So when I went in the studio, it was just I'm looking at my other records, like gangster records. I'm like, man, listen, I'm doing this. Then it just we playing beats. I'm like, ooh, this is hard. And I was there with my Cody. You know, he just did 10 years, so he came home and he was like, yo. What did you say? Punch you in your face?
I knock your teeth out.
He said, ain't nobody saying that. Now you like it? He was like, yeah, I like it. I said, for real, Crash, you like it? He like, yeah. I said, all right, I'm going with
Let's
that
go
right
with
there.
it.
But it's the gift and the curse of the situation. Because had that situation not occurred, then that energy.
I gotta think that situation.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna just give you this exclusively. You're gonna get this exclusive. I want to thank 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? And I want to thank him because he did something I wouldn't do, and that's why I say you learn from your mistakes. So he went onto my page and put, "Who's this song for?" That brought the song to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? When people posted it, they said 6ix9ine this. Yo, dude got 3 songs on Billboard. You know what I would do if I had 3 songs on Billboard? I would hide away in a box. So nothing could happen to me. Nothing, I would just like, I won't have to do nothing. I wouldn't even want no drama. You know what I'm saying? I like, that's a blessing, dude.
Yeah.
You lit.
Yeah.
You coming under my page saying, is this song for me?
And then
You got me lit.
yeah.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
at that point, did you want to say, yeah, nigga, this is for you?
I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie.
It's your face.
I wanted to talk some shit.
Like, nigga, you know this is for you. Like, what's up?
Some shit. Like, I could have did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could have did it. You know,
But you moving smarter now.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm a funny guy too. I could have did a lot of things. I thought in my head, I thought a lot of things to do. You know what I'm saying? And I could have took it anywhere I wanted to take it.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what?
It's not worth
It ain't
that.
worth it.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it because, like I said, he's a good kid. One day he'll learn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what made him want to be a gangbanger or whatever the case may be. But homie, this is not, you know what I'm saying? All this, the police is real.
Yeah, and
The
they watch
indictment
him.
is real.
You know what?
what I'm
I'm not
saying?
gonna front. You know, sometimes I be watching this stuff, and you know, I be wanting to get behind certain stuff, and I just be like, yo, I can't. Like, it's just crazy to me, like how you put all that online and don't realize. I feel like this generation don't understand. Like, these people watch you, and I don't know if it's like they think it can't happen to them,
No, I
or
think
they
it's not-
just,
I don't
or they
think
being
about-
extorted, or
I don't
like
think-
what's
I don't think
happening.
It's not people thinking it won't happen to them. I think people don't care. You know what I'm saying? And if you got the bag, you supposed to care. Like again, I said 3 Billboard records. I don't have one. And I'm moving so carefully You know what I'm saying? So him and whoever he's with or whatever case may be, I just think it just everybody gotta learn the lesson. You know what I'm saying? I saw it with Bobby Smurder and them right in front of my eyes. If you can't see it from them, you can see it from the people before them.
And that Bobby Smurder, you know, that joint, that really like. That kind of the New York, because that movement
in New York for years.
Because that movement that they had was felt outside of New York. That movement,
being felt.
Yeah,
and they've been away for a couple of years already.
Yo, that Hot Boy record when that joint go on.
I'm telling you.
Not even I was doing radio. I was doing radio in VA before I came back home to New York to Hot 97. When that record would go off in them clubs down there, it was something like the beat rocked and you just went crazy. And then when you heard it on the radio, it was like you felt the movement. He had the swag, he had everything to like
turned up Poppy.
Take off and then clink clink.
But that's what I'm saying. You ask Bobby and them when they come home, they ain't gonna move like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you live and you learn. I've been there, homie. I've been there. I've been in the yard. You know, like I said, digging up knives in the yard. I've been cutting people. I've been doing that. Cool. You want to be a gangster? Be a gangster. You're not going to be a gangster with me. I'm not arguing on no internet. I'm not doing no, nothing to make me go to jail. If it happens, something happened to me, come my way, I'm going to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking for homie. You know
so it sounds to me, in your eyes, this ain't really no beef. This is...
You know, and this, all right, let me show you something. What I learned. And again, you're only going to get this. Nobody's going to get this.
Okay, I'll take it.
So I'm not even going to talk about this no more after this. But just like the situation with Irving Plaza. You know what I'm saying? Whoever shot who or whatever case may be, they still calling both of them pussy.
Yeah.
Pardon me, the P word. Nothing
nice came from that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a lesson to me. You know what I'm saying? What? I could go and do something to that young man. What do I gain? What do I gain?
You know, and it's very sad because do you get to talk to Tax? Does he call you?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time.
What's so sad about that situation though is that Tax was really on to something.
Big. Big $250,000 check he wasn't able to cash.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like his life.
$250,000 down the drain.
That's what I think is being tested with me. He's like, should you ride? You know what I'm saying? And again, I know how to hide. I've been hiding for years. I've been robbing people and hiding and popping out.
Yeah.
I want to pop out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's not really an issue, but people make it an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm man enough to say, man, don't play with me. You could die today, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But this internet world is crazy. I don't know what's going on.
I think people feel empowered by people they don't know, right? Yeah. So just think, when you a chick, you throw a picture up and you get all these likes and all these comments, it does make you feel good inside. You know, it makes you feel like you're bigger than what you really are. It feel like you want that smoke when you know you ain't built for that type of smoke.
He said he runs New York. And again, I looked at it. I didn't say nothing. But I'm like, dang, you know what? Running New York, you know what that jacket brings? Like, he may look at it like, you know, it's lit. We'll drill anything. We'll do everything. But in order to run something, you have to sacrifice. What sacrifices you made for New York? You know what I'm saying? What blood you left in New York? You know what I'm saying? What jail sentence you took for New York? You know what I'm saying? Like it costs to be the boss. He'll learn that. Because anything that happens within this organization, he's going to jail for.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Somebody gets stabbed, you're going to jail. You're going to have to get a lawyer. You know, everybody know that. 50 Cent know that. Irv Gotti know that. Ja Rule and them know that. Everybody knows that beefs. You know, everybody's going to jail. And like I said, he can run New York. He could be gangster. He could be whatever. I don't care. I'm over here.
And you doing your
getting
thing.
money.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting under my page, doing all that. Now I'm over here.
Yeah.
Don't respond. I don't do none of that. I don't care about these fake pages. I know I'm tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In real life.
And I'm just trying to be
Yeah.
the P-word.
Yeah.
Just let me be. Let me
Let
be
you
the P.
live. Just let you
me
live.
Be the P. Leave me alone. I don't do this rap.
Well, you know what?
saying?
I'm happy that you're in that space. I'm happy because, and that's the reason why I wanted you up, and I reached out to you and was talking in DM, and I was like, send me your number. Yes, I asked for his number in DMs. I slid in his DMs.
I be trying to watch her, man. I'm trying to watch her.
I'm single now, so
she's
it's like
single, and she's my sister. So I'm trying to make and I didn't know about that DM.
No, it
so
was
now I gotta talk to you behind the scenes. I want to know what's going. Listen,
nah, man,
TT
it's
man.
lit
TT
though.
be-
No, my DMs is pretty lit. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy stuff in it. I'd be like, yo, this is wild. But no, that's why I really wanted you on the show and vibe, because I feel like you on a different type of time. Like you focus, and I know you got the Rock Nation deal that's we spoke about on the phone, and they're about to get really behind you and start pushing you to a whole nother level. So I'm glad to know your headspace is there and you ain't caught up in the hype of having beef with someone that.
That's like, it's no option for me but jail. If I take him up on his offer, I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? It's just jail. It's no, all right, I'm getting away with it. It's going to be publicized. It's going to be in the newspaper. And them cases be big. Celebrity cases and all that is on the news.
But you have nothing left to prove to anyone.
That's how I feel. And that's what I'm trying to say, where for son, you know what I'm saying, to feel like whatever the case you feel your way. You know what I'm saying? The shoe fits with it. If you feel like it's for you, it's for you.
That energy's bad. Like, y'all are being watched.
You know what I'm saying? Watched.
Super watched, yeah.
I'm on parole already. I'm on gang parole.
And the hip hop police.
Super watched.
You know what I'm saying?
Magnifying glass.
It's real.
No hip hop police used to even come to my shows. Now they there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know, but like I said, we live and we learn. It's gonna take a bump in the road for you to understand you got a flat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If I got street money, man. I'm still living off of street money. I ain't go platinum or gold. I ain't got no billboards.
Yeah.
When I get that, though,
What you gonna do?
So what's the plan?
You out?
I know. I feel that. He's like moving to Miami. He's officially
You
out.
go right out in the sunset.
But what's the plan for that though? Like, what's the plan to navigate you to that? What's your plan?
You stay war ready. You stay war ready. You have to stay war ready. You just stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? You stay.
But on the music side, okay, what's your plan to get to the type of music success you want to get to? Like, what's your goal? Okay, so now you got the Set Trippin' record out. Is the video, is a remix coming? What's the plan that is in place to make this pop?
I'm working hard. I'm outworking other people too. I'm working hard. I'm in the studio every day. I have, according to the top dogs, at least 7 bangers currently.
Wow.
You know
who listened to the project over there at Rock Nation? I just want to know because I like those guys. I could tell you who got good ears. Did Shaka listen to it?
Nah, Shaka's in LA now.
Okay. Oh, wait, she's not in New York no more? Oh, I didn't even know that.
The big dogs listen to it and they love it. They love it, So I'm just happy. And now I think I get more freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I can really go in there and break some backs and crack some necks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I leaked this.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't want you to.
You know what I'm saying? I leaked it. And it did great. So everybody just proud of me.
Yeah. So I appreciate you for really coming up here and doing this interview. But most importantly, I appreciate you for allowing people into your space and understanding that you don't have to be the tough guy all the time. You can change your life. Like, I did this and I've changed my life, and it's a conscious decision. And I consciously think about that and not react which could put me backwards.
But that positive energy is gonna come back to you.
Yeah.
It's big for you.
So I
keep doing
appreciate that. I know it's tough. I know it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard. Like one of my big bros told me in jail, Sniper. I was like, yo, when I get out the cell, I'm gonna blow that dude's face off. Watch. I can't wait. Let me out my cell. Watch. And he told me, he was like, yo, what are you doing? I don't respect that. Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna see. I'm gonna cut him. When we get out for rec, I'm gonna cut him. He said, listen, the most dangerous people in the world never tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. That makes them unpredictable. That makes everybody scared of you. So I say that to say, like with the boss, you don't have to come in and curse everybody out. You come in, whoever's sitting down, you fired.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't even saying they fired in front of their face. You
That's
go
it.
back in your office, yeah.
You're calling HR and you're getting the deals done.
You know what I'm saying? And the rumor spreads. Oh my God, he just fired him. Just sitting down, and you tough.
And that's enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody to me that has to say they tough with no way to prove it.
Yeah, you're cool on
And
that.
I just laugh at and anybody. This goes anybody, and just like the song, and it's like, who turned you blood? That goes for anybody. Like you be who hired this? This is my office. Who hired you? It just goes.
Yeah.
Transform it from gangs to just regular street life. Like
Who authorized you to do that? Who authorized you to sign his signature?
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a vibe, and that's how I feel. Like I just see a lot of dudes out here wanting to be in a gang,
Yeah.
and me, I didn't want to be in the gang. I was like, I had to be in the gang. At that time, I was young. I'm like, yo, I'm joining one of these gangs.
Yeah.
All these gangs in here, it's looking crazy in this yard. You know what? I'm over here with this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I just try to let people know, like, you're gonna get exposed. Everybody's gonna get exposed.
At some
But when
point.
it comes that day where your time
Yeah.
ends if you're not tough. So that's what happens. So,
Yeah, because you got to prove that.
so that's what set tripping is. Set tripping in gang lingo is going against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why you set tripping on me?
Yeah.
You ain't built like that.
Yeah, you don't
That's
want
why I'm
that.
set tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we appreciate you so much for
Yeah,
hanging out with
very
us
much.
Grammy weekend here in New York.
Yep.
Trends.
Yeah.
Yeah, he coming out with us tonight?
Tonight, sometime this weekend, whatever.
You coming out? What
we
you
rolling with
doing?
you, man.
So I got a show in PA today.
Oh, out of
Nah,
town.
we can't do that. I gotta stay and get this bag.
Yeah.
I definitely I'll come hang out with y'all this
Yeah, you got.
All right, come hang out with us. All right, it's Hot 97, TT Torres, Bobby Trends. I'm single.
Hold
for sure.
on, man. Hold on, B. TT, we gotta watch. I'm
He
supervising all of this. We doing
He
interviews,
said-
all that. Black. What
He
up?
said he be with his girl, man. Come on, easy.
I'm saying he got
All
a
right,
team
it's Hot
too. I'm
97.
watching them too.